Association basketball is on B106 and B106.com. Tonight from Skyview High School, it's the Fort Morgan Mustangs taking on the Skyview Wolverines. I'm Brian Nichols. How are you doing? So, Bob, good. Well, hopefully the Mustangs can maybe turn around and get out from underneath that losing they have right now, and hopefully tonight be a turnaround night for them. They're on a 6-game losing streak right now, and if they want any chance of trying to get into the playoffs, they're going to have to start tonight with a W in the win column here. So, and Skyview into this game 3-2 in league, 6-9 overall, and they sit in the standings. Fourth in the bottom 7 basketball standings. Fort Lupton is first at 5-1. Elizabeth is second at 4-1. Weld Central is third at 3-2. Then Skyview at 3-2. Vista Peak 2-3. Fort Morgan is 1-4, and Englewood is 0-5. So they only take the top 5 out of the league, and they could also be bumped by Ponderosa later on. So Fort Morgan needs to get some wins under their belt and try to move up into the standings here. So the starting lineup for the team right now. Skyview comes into the game averaging 44.9 points a game, giving up 50.5 points a game. Fort Morgan comes in with 44.3 average points per game, but they give up 57 points. So the offenses are about even. Skyview's defense is somewhat better. They're not giving up quite as many points as Fort Morgan Mustangs are. So we'll see how this goes tonight. They seem to be fairly even on offense. We'll see if they can keep up with each other and make it an entertaining game. Hopefully they can. According to stats, they seem pretty well matched. Just hopefully play some good defense tonight, get some good scoring in, and get out of that spot right now. So for Fort Morgan, their starters tonight are Leo Lopez, Tony Schlesig, Joy Snyder, Wes Anderson, and Eric Kimball. So the starting 5 that they've been going with for the majority of the season. Skyview is number 1 scoring book. I don't have any heights here, so I can't give you how big they are. Number 15, I think number 22, Andrew Ortiz. He is also a tribute. 33, Wallace. That's how you pronounce it. And then the other starter is a senior, Alex Alcala. We'll get this game started in just a minute. We're running a little late, so the JV boys getting back to the game ran a little long. The Fort Morgan JVs won 42-32. That's a good win for the JVs. Skyview was trying to come back in that game. They broke it down to within 8. They got it down to 6. Fort Morgan last 2 minutes, better offense a little bit, started getting on the free throws, the JV game. So hopefully that will carry over to the varsity game tonight. So we'll get the teams out here. That's Walla J. He looks like he's a pretty good-sized young man. He's probably, let's see, he's going to look Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson is 6'4", so this Walla J is 6'6" or so. A couple inches on it. And got a pretty good frame on him. He won't be easy to move underneath. You're going to have to get position on him, try to get some rebounds. So the refs are getting ready here, getting ready for the jump ball. Yeah, on that Walla J, you're going to have some good defense, box out a lot on him. Yeah, he got licensed. By Ingmar Phillips, solicitation from Darcy Fort Morgan. Ingmar Phillips can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or needs. Fort Morgan wins the tip. So Leo Lopez out of half court. Now over on the left wing, gets about to Eric Kimball. He's right back up to center court. He's being guarded closely by Wilson. Goes up for a shot. His shot is blocked out of bounds by a Wallager. We're going to have to do a little faking on him to try to get the ball in. So once he gets the ball in, now a nice shot was no good by Anderson, but there was a foul. Martinez, number 13, Martinez with the first foul of the game, first team foul. Fort Morgan with the ball back in bounds to Leo Lopez. Leo Lopez over to Kimball on the far side. Kimball back out to Anderson. Call him for a stutter step, so that's going to be a turnover to Skyview. Still 0-0 with 7:25 to go in the first period. So this is Skyview's first possession of the night, with Wilson going across half court, being guarded by Lopez. Now it's off to a Wallager to Alcala. Then over in the right corner, back out to the top to Ortiz. Ortiz's shot is up and no good. Rebound to Joyce Snyder. Eric Kimball now hustles down court. Eric Kimball with a nice layup. So the first points of the game go to Fort Morgan, 2-0 with 6:54 to go in the first period. Now Andrew Ortiz hands it off to Wilson. Wilson out top, guarded by Leo Lopez. Now the ball back over to Ortiz out at the top of the 6 feet out from the 3-point circle. Now it's going to be a shot out from Ortiz, another three, and that is no good. The ball is going to be batted around, and it's going to be contained by Skyview, and he walked with it, and they didn't call it. Now Ortiz with it, guarded by Swetsy. Ortiz on the right side. Now into the corner. Now back to Martinez. Apparently they're going to call Martinez for a travel. They should have called that one out of bounds. Yeah, they made that call, but I guess they made it up with on this possession. So Fort Morgan, good defense right now. So Swetsy down the left sideline, on the left wing, and back out to Leo Lopez to Kimball. Kimball goes down the right side, but he brings it back up over to the left wing to Anderson. Now Anderson up underneath is knocked back to it. Kimball now out around the 3-point line on the far side. Back out to Swetsy, connects to Leo Lopez out on the left wing. Back out to Kimball out high at the center circle. He dribbles to the center, and then he kicks it back out to Swetsy. Swetsy's shot is up and no good. It's going to be last touch by Skyview. I thought Morgan was laid out of bounds when they hit that ball, but we'll go with it. We'll take what we can get. Nice little inbound foul. Anderson missed a little. He's going to go back up with it, and it's good for Anderson for 2. So 4-0 Fort Morgan. Now Skyview down at their end of the court. Out to Alcala. Alcala over to Ortiz. And now over into the corner to Wilson. Wilson drives down the lane, and he kicks it out to Ortiz. Ortiz back to Martinez out at the right wing. Now over to Wilson. Wilson started by Leo Lopez. Wilson keeps the dribble alive. Being guarded closely. Bounce underneath to a Wallager. And that his pass underneath is stolen by Kimball. Kimball brings it up half court. Now it's going to be a pass to Swetsy on the right wing. Now Swetsy for a 3, and nothing but the bottom of the net. Swetsy with a 3. That was a good shot. Oh, beautiful. Nice high shot. They went, Skyview Wolverines went for that back door, and Morgan Mustangs, they read it all the way and picked it off and brought it back down for a 3. now Skyview has called a 30-second time out here, trying to get things under control here. So B&B Appliance at 502 Incident, Fort Morgan, save water, energy, and environment without sacrificing quality and performance. Change for the better with B&B Appliance. Valley View Villa. Look to the team at Valley View for rehab, short-term, or long-term care needs. Stop by 815 Fremont or call us today, 78261. That'll be Skyview's ball. They get it in past half court. Now over to the substitute in Pena. That ball is stolen by Kimball. Kimball on the breakaway. So Kimball with his first 2 points tonight. So Fort Morgan has 9-0 with 4:15 to go in the first period. So Fort Morgan getting their act together tonight. So now ball over to Bryce Bruce, a senior guard. So the Wolverines did make some changes here at that timeout. And now Bruce over to Arnold. And now over into the corner. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds on a pass. So that's going to be good. They're going to call a foul on Jake Frick. So Frick is into the game for Anderson. So ball in court. Now, Skyview's pass underneath is stolen temporarily, but Kimball takes it out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Wolverines at the far end of the court. So I believe the Wolverines have put in all new players. They put in their second five. The coach wasn't happy with the first five, apparently. And Fort Morgan's Mustangs are actually doing some pretty good defense this game. So now ball over into the corner to Dion Pena. Pena now over to Arnold. Arnold out top. He hands it off to Bruce. Now Bruce over to Rivera. Now over back into the corner out at the top of the 3-point. And that shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Jake Frick. Nice rebound. Nice strong rebound by Frick. And Fort Morgan gets the ball across half court. Now Tony Swetzik with the ball. Over to Lopez on the right side. But Lopez loses it out of bounds. So that's going to be a turnover by Fort Morgan. So with 3:01 to go in the first period, Fort Morgan is still leading 9-0. Now Bryce Bruce, a senior guard, brings it up across half court. He gives it into the middle to Laura, and Laura's shot is up and no good. Now Tony Swetzik brings it to half court. He dishes it out to Kimball. Kimball at the top for a three, and that's up at the bottom of the net for Kimball. Well, Fort Morgan is hitting their shots tonight. 12-0 Fort Morgan with 2:34 to go in the first period. So Skyview with the ball at the other end, we're kind of blocked a little bit when it gets down into the corner, but we'll do the best that we can here. Now over in the far corner to Laura. Laura's guarded by Frick. Now the ball is going to be stolen by Kimball. Kimball pass out to Leo Lopez. Now Leo Lopez gives it to Swetzik. Swetzik now back out to Leo Lopez. Lopez out to Kimball on the high right wing. Now it's going to be, this pass is going to be thrown out of bounds. The ball over to the Wolverines. Tony Swetzik is going to take a seat. And Zach Garcia into the game for the first time tonight for Fort Morgan. So now Bruce over into the corner. Down into the right corner. He's guarded by Garcia. Now back out to Arnold, right wing. Over to Pena on the left wing. Now it's going to be stolen by Joey Schneider. Joey Schneider up with a nice layup. That is good for Schneider. That's going to be 4 points on the night for Schneider right now. 14-0 Fort Morgan. With 1:30 to go in the first period. Fort Morgan has excellent defense going right now. It's nice to see the Mustangs actually pressing the ball a little more than they have in the past and getting some of those good turnovers. So now Pena out high on the right wing. That ball is going to be stolen by Garcia. And his layup is up good for Garcia. So 16-0 with 1:05 to go in the first period. Fort Morgan, with the lead. And now Wallace is back into the game. Now that pass that was stolen right out of that guy's hand by Garcia. Now the ball's back to Garcia over to Eric Kimball. Kimball's shot is up and no good off the front of the rim, but rebound is to go to Snyder. Snyder now to Kimball. Kimball's shot is up and in. He went up against the Wallace. Faked him out the first time and then it went in. So 18-0 with 35 seconds to go in the first period. Fort Morgan led the lead. Wallace out on the left wing now to Rivera out at the top of the key. He dribbles around the right side on the right wing. He has been guarded closely now. He gets it off to Wallace with 20 seconds to go in the first period. Arnold now hands off to Bruce. Bruce makes a little spin, but he doesn't get far. Leo Lopez is right in his pocket. So now over on the right side is Bruce. They get it into Rivera. Rivera just inside the three-point circle with 4 seconds to go. Now it's to Wallace. Wallace's shot is up and no good. We're going to call a foul on Fort Morgan. There's 1 second to go in the first period. They call that on Frick. That's 2 on Jake. So Wallace to the line for the Wolverines to see if he can put some points up for them in the first quarter. His free throw is up and no good. Rims out. That was the first time that they tried to go down low to Wallace, and he got fouled. His free throw was no good. Still 18-0 with 1 second to go in the first period. His second shot is up and good. So they do get on the scoreboard. But what a quarter for Fort Morgan. That's the best quarter they've had so far this year, leading 18-1. You're listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and B106.com. Back at Skyview High School, where the Fort Morgan Mustangs lead Skyview 18-1, starting the second period. That's the best quarter of basketball that these boys have played this year. So now ball to Skyview with possession in their end. Now Bruce gets it over to Wilson. Wilson gets it in, but is stolen, then taken back again. Wallace puts it up for a two-pointer for Skyview. So 18-3. Now stretching him for a three, and his shot is off the back of the rim and no good. Now ball to Bruce down into the corner. He gets it out to Arnold, and Wilson takes it around to the left side, back out to the top to Arnold. Now back over to the corner to Wilson. So Wilson gets it back out to Arnold at the left wing. And now Bruce with it out at the right wing. Wilson with it, being guarded by Swetsy. Now Wilson takes it into the lane. He's shut off there, and Arnold takes it. He tries to get into the middle. Now Wallace got 5 points on the night so far for Wallace. 18-5. Morgan needs to get back into it, get their rhythm back again. Now Anderson with the ball on the low post. Now to Leo Lopez out high. Leo Lopez sets up, gets up his dribble. He gives it to Tony Swetsik. Swetsik to Garcia. Garcia into back out to Anderson. Anderson shot is off the back of the rim, and they're rebounded by Skyview. Skyview down court. Pass over to the right wing to Bruce. Now he takes it down the right sideline, picks up his dribble. Now inside to Guevara. Guevara still has it, and he passes it across court. And now it's going to be by a three, but it is no good by Arnold. Rebounded to Fort Morgan. Tony Swetsik with the ball. 6:05 to go in the second period. 18-5 Fort Morgan. Now Zach Garcia with a shot. It's no good. His three was off the right side of the rim. Now Wilson hustles down court. Now Arnold gets it up. Passes tipped and taken by Fort Morgan. Ball to Tony Swetsik. He gets it past the half court. And now ball into shot was up and no good. And Skyview with the ball. They're going to call a foul on Joyce Snyder on the layup at the other end. So that'll be Snyder's first foul of the game. So 18-5. We're going to get a 30-second timeout here taken by the Fort Morgan Mustangs. This Fort Morgan timeout is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Let the State Farm Insurance office of Greg Mullen and Brush help you find the best policy to your life. Home Auto Life Health. State Farm Insurance here for you and your family. Give free call and call today at 842-4555. They have Snyder on Wallace. Now they found Wolverines have found out that Wallace, looking for that matchup. Now he's got all their points with the Wolverines. Snyder needs to box him out a little more. So Wallace, let's see what on the year has scored 166 points. Ortiz, number 22, has actually scored 169 points, and he has yet to score. The only scoring done for Skyview so far is a Wallace with a 5. So no, it hasn't been in the paint, except for the one free throw made. So now Wilson's on the line to shoot free throws, and his first one is up and no good. So 5:31 to go in the second period, 18-5, Fort Morgan. Wilson with his second shot is up and good. So somebody else finally got on the scoreboard. Now Zach Garcia underneath to Anderson. Anderson's shot is up and good. Little something from the side door. So now Skyview back down court. Martinez over to Wilson. Wilson out to Ortiz over to the right side to Alcala, and back out to Wilson. Now Wilson gives it off to Ortiz. Ortiz backs it out. Nice defense by Zach Garcia. They're going to get a layup. Now we have a steal on the backcourt taken by Wilson. We have a double dribble now, so that'll be turned back over to Fort Morgan. We got that Wilson, number 1, Wilson got that fast basket for him, then he got that steal. Now Swetsy with the ball up court to Garcia. Now Garcia gets away from him, and he has it. Gets down court to Alcala, but that shot is blocked by Joey Snyder. Now Wallace loses it out of bounds for Morgan getting back on defense. Now Eric Kimball inbounds to Slesik with 4:30 to go in the second period, 20-8 in favor of Fort Morgan. That was a good hustle by Fort Morgan to get back. Now they're losing the ball. They're not taking care of it right now. That was a steal by Skyview. That's the free for Fort Morgan. Hang on to the ball. Control that. Take care of that rock a little bit better. Now Zach Garcia from the right corner. That was a good for a 3 for Garcia. That's 5 points on the night for Garcia. Now Skyview down court into the corner. He's knocked out of bounds by 20 Fletcher. Now Leo Lopez back into the game for Zach Garcia. So Skyview, but Weimer was going to check in. He didn't go down to the scorer's table first. Now ball back out to Wilson. Into the corner and back out to Wilson again. Wilson to Ortiz. Ortiz takes it down the left side, and he stops out at the three-point line. His shot is up and no good. But Kimball did a nice job getting in front of Wallace, and he tipped it over to Swetsik. Now Kimball with it over to Swetsik again over on the right sideline. To Leo Lopez. Lopez into the lane. Now he dishes off to Anderson. Anderson with a nice little runner, but it missed out. He gets his own rebound. They're going to call a foul on Skyview. That is on Wilson. That is his first, so 2 team fouls on Skyview, 3 on Fort Morgan, so it's been a fairly foul-free game. At least they haven't called anything anyway, so now gets the ball into Leo Lopez. Lopez to Snyder in the corner. Snyder for a 3, and nothing but the bottom of the net for Snyder. Beautiful shot. Yeah. Snyder. So 26-11 for Morgan getting back in their groove a little bit here. So now Skyview to Ortiz. Ortiz drives down the lane. His little jumper is up and no good. Rebounded to Joey Snyder. Snyder now to Swetsik. Swetsik looking to get it down court, and he gets to Leo Lopez. Now Henry Weimer's into the game, and Weimer's shot is up and keeper's club. They didn't call anything. Now pass out to Leo Lopez. Leo Lopez tries it. His shot is going to be blocked by Ortiz and out of bounds. That would belong to Fort Morgan, just to the right of their basket. Coach Unrein, 6th and number 1 play. Now to Joey Snyder. Snyder out to Lopez. Lopez to Sletzik down high. Now over to Kimball on the right wing. Now to Sletzik. Sletzik dribbling out forward. Out high. He dribbles it in to Weimer. Weimer with the ball. His shot is up and no good, but they're going to call Weimer for the foul. Kind of letting things get a little rough underneath there. So now Wes Anderson back into the game for Weimer. So we have Leo Lopez, Tony Sletzik, Wes Anderson, Eric Kimball, and Joey Snyder into the game for the Mustang. So Wilson now against Leo Lopez. He drives it down the right side and then brings it back out to Martinez. Martinez into a wall. All of his points are coming from about 5 feet away from the basket. But now we're going to pass on Kimball. That's going to be taken by Alcala for a layup. All of his first 2 points of the game. I think it's 26-15. Fort Morgan's still up by 11 with 1:49 to go in the second period. So a little spin up by Leo Lopez, rims off, rebound to Skyview. Now Ortiz was going to shoot, and then he pulls it back down. Now it's off into the corner underneath to Awalaje. Awalaje steps out of bounds. That's a turnover to Fort Morgan. Awalaje is only a junior, so he's got some growing up here to do. Yeah, like I said, all his points are coming down in the paint. He's got to do a better job of blocking him out, boxing him out of there. Once he gets the ball in there, he kind of muscles in there, but they've done a fairly good job on him as far as rebounding. So now Fort Morgan bring the ball up court to Kimball on the left wing. Now over to Anderson on the right wing. Back out to Sletzik for a long three, and that is at the bottom of the net. So Sletzik, beautiful shot. Oh, Fort Morgan is draining their threes tonight, 29-15 with 1:05 to go in the first half. That'd have been good for a professional three-point shot. And now Ortiz out high, and this is going to be stolen. It's knocked out of bounds by Sletzik with 58.8 seconds to go in the first half. Fort Morgan 29, Skyview 15. So Skyview to inbound at the far end of the court, on the right side of the court. They do get the ball in. I can't see quite down in there, but now they get it out high to Wilson. Wilson over into the corner for Arnold. He tries to get into the... He knew he stepped out of bounds before the rock. He stopped you, and he gave the ball to the ref for the bell. I mean, the whistle was ever blown. Yeah. He was way ahead of the ref on that one. So we have 45 seconds to go in the first half. 29-15, 14-point lead for Fort Morgan. Ball to Anderson out high. It's going to be stolen away by Skyview. 35 seconds to go in the first half. 29-15, Fort Morgan. Wilson now with the ball down the right side. He brings it back out. So picks up his dribble. And now the pass down the middle to Martinez. And that's stolen away by Anderson. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Fort Morgan, I would guess, will pull this out for the last shot. With 15 seconds to go. 29-15, Fort Morgan. Leo Lopez out high. He's out in the jump circle. Now over to Kimball out on the right wing. Now back over to, it's going to be stolen by Wilson with 3 seconds to go. The Wilson shot is going to be that was a tough in there. So at the end of the first half, 29-17, Fort Morgan in the league. You're listening to Fort Morgan Mustang basketball on D106 at D106.com. Brian Nickel, along with Bob Richardson here at Skyview High School, where the Fort Morgan Mustangs lead the Wolverines 29-17 at halftime. For both teams average about 44 points a game. Fort Morgan does give up 57, Skyview gives up 50, but Fort Morgan had an excellent half of basketball. They got some inspiration apparently from Coach Unrein over the weekend, and must have lit a fire under him, so must have. It's nice to see on these stat sheets that we have, we only have 3 fouls against us, so we're not in foul trouble, which has been kind of a thing going into the second half, kind of having to control the fouls. So Fort Morgan to inbound the ball to start the second half. Eric Kimball to inbound. Tony Slesley's trying to get away from Wilson. Wilson had a hold of his arm, but he didn't call anything. Then they call a reach in on Wilson on that dribble. So that's 2 for Wilson. So 1 team foul so far in the second half, and that is for Skyview. Kimball to get the ball in. He does to Leo Lopez. Same starting 5 that started the game for Fort Morgan. Leo Lopez to Tony Swetsik. Swetsik bounce pass underneath, but it's going to be stolen. It was knocked away by Wallajay first, then taken away, and Wilson now has it out to Alcala. Alcala back to Wilson on the right wing, out top to Martinez, then over to Ortiz. Ortiz to Martinez. Martinez for a 3. Good for Martinez. So Skyview to start the second half scoring out, 29-20. Now Kimball over to Joy Schneider, a little jumper from the left baseline, and it is good for Schneider. That makes it 31-20 Fort Morgan. 7 minutes to go. Now a 3 from the back side. We're going to call a foul over the back on Skyview. I believe that's going to go against Martinez. So that is 2 on Martinez. So ball into Anderson. Now back to Kimball. Inbounds. Kimball to get it across half court. Kimball to Slethik out high on the left wing. Slethik now drives it down the left baseline. His shot is up and no good. They're going to call a foul on a Wallajay, I believe. He knocks Slethik to the ground. Yes, it's going to go on a Wallajay. That's going to be his first. The layup was no good for Slethik, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So we'll see if Slethik can make some free throws. He's been pretty good this year so far. Looks like the Mustangs are coming out the second half and are kind of pressuring down into to go after a Wallajay, and seems to be working right now. He's starting to get a little frustrated. The first shot is up and good, and so is the second one for Slethik. So 33-20, a 13-point lead for Fort Morgan with 6:45 to go in the third period. Now Skyview with the ball. Wilson out on the right wing. He dribbles. That should have been a carry, but they didn't call it. Now over to Ortiz. Ortiz drives it to the center. Now it's going to be right here on our left and knocked out and kicked out of bounds by Skyview. It's a high pass and wasn't controlled. Now Kimball inbounds the ball. He does give it into Leo Lopez. Leo Lopez, 3/4 court. Now he gets it up across half court to Slethik for 15 to go in the third period. Fort Morgan. Now Leo Lopez, he has it tipped out of bounds by Wilson. Wilson tips it out from behind, so Fort Morgan will take control of the ball to the left of their basket. Tony Slethik inbounds. Just left of their basket. Now it's a little bit. Give and go back out to Slethik, and Slethik put the shot up, and it was rejected out of bounds by a Wallajay that had one more for his 33 on the year. Is that what he had? Yeah, 33 on the year, make it 34 now. Anderson with the ball underneath. His shot's going to come up short, and Wallajay with the rebound. Now Wilson down court, he drives into the key and then kicks it back out to Alcala. Alcala to Ortiz, back over to Alcala on the right wing, pulling underneath, taken by Kimball. Now over on the right wing to Anderson, underneath to Joy Schneider. Joy Schneider getting the ball taken away from him. Then Skyview throws it away again. Now on the right wing, back out top to Kimball. Kimball slows it down a little bit. Now to Joy Schneider. They're going to call a hand check on Alcala. I believe is who that's going to go on. That's going to be his first. So we've already got more fouls called in this half than we had in this quarter than we had in the whole first half. They all been against the Wolverines. Now they make a couple of changes. Fort Morgan get the ball in. They do to Jake Frick. Frick's shot is up and no good. So Frick is into the game for Anderson. Now the ball is going to have a backcourt violation on Skyview. Zach Garcia to check in. for Fort Morgan. And Tony Swetzik is going to take a seat right now for Fort Morgan. Fort Morgan leading 33-20 with 5:05 to go in the third period. So Leo Lopez down to the three-point line. He kicks it back out to Kimball. Kimball for a long three, and that's off the side of the rim and no good. Tipped out by Skyview, then taken by Fort Morgan. They're going to call.
Looks like they called a travel.
Called a travel on for. I thought they called 3 seconds, but you can't call 3 seconds when they're shooting the ball like that. Another turnover by Fort Morgan.
I don't think anybody had it long enough for 3 seconds.
Now Skyview with the ball. Rivera into the game along with Martinez. And Bruce back over to Martinez in the left corner. He picks up his dribble. Now into Rivera. Now he got a Ortiz. So that's Ortiz's second three on the night. 6 points for him. So 33-23 in favor of Fort Morgan with 4:15 to go in the third period. Now Leo Lopez gets it out to Joey Schneider. Schneider kicks it out to Kimball. Kimball for a three from the left is no good. But Zach Garcia with a rebound. He loses it out of bounds. It'll be turned over to Skyview with 4:04 to go in the third period. So now Bryce Bruce, a senior guard, brings the ball up for Skyview, guarded by Zach Garcia. Pass was tipped, but taken by Skyview. Martinez now to Alcala. Or excuse me, that was to Rivera. Ball on the far court, now taken by Ortiz. Ortiz into the lane, and he kicks it back out to Martinez, back over in the corner to Rivera. Rivera guarded in. Nice play underneath. Wallace had it, and Jake Frick stuck his hand in and knocked it out of bounds. Now the Skyview's ball to the left of their basket, trying to get the ball in, and they do. Ortiz for a three. They're going to have to put something on, get something in his face. 33-26. Favor of Fort Morgan with 3:17 to go in the third period. So Leo Lopez with the ball out high. Drives it, gets it underneath the Frick. Frick's little layup is good. So that's the first points on the night for Jake Frick. Wallace got caught out high, and Frick was open underneath. Now Martinez on the far right sideline. He dribbles, picks up his dribble to Rivera. Rivera to Ortiz. Ortiz back up. Now over to Bruce out of the left wing. Now Bruce gets it underneath. They're going to call a kick on Leo Lopez. So the ball on the side to Skyview. With 2:37 to go in the third period, 35-26 in favor of Fort Morgan. So now Bruce dribbles around. He's going to have a 5-second call, or should have. Now they're going to have a kick ball. So Skyview retains possession of the ball. That was pretty close to being 5 seconds. Should have been. So now Wilson checks in for Bruce. For Skyview. Martinez to inbound the ball. He's looking to get it in and does get it into Wilson. He's got Zach Garcia guarding Ortiz now. Now Wilson with the ball. He gets it into Wallace. Wallace to Wilson. Wilson's little layup is no good. But it's out of bounds. They're going to get it to Skyview. So Eric Kimball exits the game, and Tony Swetzik comes back in with 2:13 to go in the third period, trying to get the ball in. They do to Ortiz for another three, but it is no good. Nice rebound by Joey Schneider. Gets nice position. Now the ball is taken away. Up for the layup. Now Zach Garcia down court to Jake Frick. Frick back over to Ortiz to Leo Lopez. out high. Now Leo Lopez back into the corner for a three, and that his shot was no good by Garcia. Rebounded to Skyview, and Ortiz coming down court. He gets it off to Wilson. Now Wilson out about mid-court. He gets it off to Awalaje, who's got about 4 feet beyond the three-point circle. Now over to Wilson on the right wing. Now Ortiz from the top. So Ortiz single-handedly is bringing back into the game. It's odd, but that's Wolverine's leading scorer. Fort Morgan's going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them, but 1:19 to go in the third period, 35-31, Fort Morgan. You're listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and B106.com. Back at Skyview High School, Fort Morgan leading 35-31 with a minute 5 to go in the third period. Fort Morgan with the ball. They're into the fourth. Zach Garcia with it now. Kicks it back out to Leo Lopez. Leo Lopez started out high. That's the Swepnik. Leo Lopez picking up the number 2 play. Let's see what that sets up here. 48 seconds to go in the third period. So Anderson into the game now for Fort Morgan. Going to be stolen by they're going to, let's see what they're going to call the travel. The travel or out of bounds, I'm not sure which. But the ball will stay with Fort Morgan. Looks like they call it travel on Florida. And got the ball out of bounds on the side. Fort Morgan inbounds with 39.2 seconds to go. To Anderson now off Kimball now. They're going to call a blocking foul on number 24, Rivera. That is his first. That is his 15th foul in the quarter. On Skyview, no fouls have been called on Fort Morgan in this half yet. Leo Lopez with the ball with 31 seconds to go. Now to Joey Snyder. Snyder to Anderson. Anderson to Kimball. Little screen there. Now if we get it into Anderson, they're going to call it for a travel. So 22.4 seconds to go in the third period. Fort Morgan still leading 35-31. Ball to Skyview, and they do get it inbounds to Corey Wilson. The Wilson guarded by Lopez with 15 seconds to go. Now Ortiz, that's going to be stolen by Zach Garcia. Zach Garcia all the way down, and his layup was up and good. That was 6 for the Mustangs. Well, 37-31, with 1 second to go, and that shot is up and no good by Wilson. So a nice way for Fort Morgan to end it. At the end of 3, it's Fort Morgan 37, Skyview 31 on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickel alongside Bob Christmas at Skyview High School. So Fort Morgan leads 37-31, entering the fourth period. Skyview to take control here. They get it into Wilson. Wilson's going to be guarded by Swepnik. Now over to Martinez. Martinez out high. They're going to get it into Awalaje. Back out to Martinez. Martinez's left three is up and no good. Rebound to Anderson. Anderson now passes off to Swepnik. Swepnik over to Kimball. Kimball underneath Joey Snyder, back to Kimball. Kimball on the left wing, on the left side, a nice pass underneath to Anderson for 2. Starting to work that ball down low. 2 out time off the clock here when they're doing it. Wilson out to Awalaje. Awalaje out high on the left wing. Now over to Rivera. Rivera to Wilson. Wilson's going to get it to Ortiz. Zach Garcia is right in his pocket. Now pass over to Wilson. They can shut Ortiz down here. That's really their offense right now. Now it's going to be to Martinez. 6 points on the night for Martinez. 39-34 in favor of Fort Morgan with 6:52 to go in the game. Larry Kimball to Zach Garcia. Garcia to Swepnik. Swepnik shot and nice 3 from the right wing. For Swepnik, that's 11 points on the night for Swepnik. Now Wilson with the ball. He's out at the 3-point line. Now it's going to be underneath to Rivera. This shot looks like it had a nice block by Joey Snyder, but they're going to call the foul on Snyder. That looked like a good block to me. So Awalaje is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Schneider thought he had it clean, and so did I. Now Wallager to the line to shoot two, and his push is no good. So Snyder's going to leave for a little bit, and Jake Frick into the game for Fort Morgan. Jake Frick, Wes Anderson, Eric Kimball, Tony Swetzik, and Zach Garcia in the game for Fort Morgan. So the second shot by Wallager is up, and also no good. Rebounded by Jake Frick, so that foul paid off, because nobody really in foul trouble for Fort Morgan. Now into the corner. They're going to call an illegal screen on Fort Morgan. That's what that call was. It's going to go against Anderson. So 42-34, 8-point lead for Fort Morgan with 6:19 to go in the game. So Wilson now on the ball off to Wallager. Wallager out high. Back to Guevara. Now Guevara to Wilson. Now they're going to call a foul on Kimball, I believe. So that went against first. 13 foul on Fort Morgan, 5 on Skyview. They're going to call that a shooting foul. I look like he was looking into the basket to me. Are you kidding me? But he went in the act of shooting. No way. That's terrible. I don't know how they came up with that one out of their back pocket, but I guess they did. So Martinez with his second foul shot, and it is up and no good. Rebounded by Frick. Nice rebound by Frick. Now it's Swetzik. 42-35 in favor of Fort Morgan with 5:57 to go in the game. Now a three from the corner, no good. But rebounded by Frick. Frick shot it up and no good. Now rebounded to Wilson up to Skyview. Wilson keeps the dribble alive, and he passes it over to Ortiz. Ortiz picks up his dribble, guarded by Garcia. Now to Ortiz down the middle. Martinez. Another two for Martinez. 42-37. Now ball is going to be taken away. Guevara was out of bounds, and he tried to save it, so the ball will stay with Fort Morgan. Mustangs need to start handling the ball a little better. Kind of getting a little sloppy there on the end. We got Leo Lopez back into the game for Zach Garcia. The ball into Kimball. That pass was almost stolen. And now Tony Swetzik with the ball, and he gives it off to Jake Frick. Jake Frick's little runner is up and off the front of the rim. No good, but rebounded to Anderson. Anderson's ball was tipped out to Leo Lopez. Now Leo Lopez keeps the dribble alive out front. Eric Kimball on the right wing underneath to Anderson. They're going to call a foul on Guevara, I believe, on the reach-in on Anderson. That'll be his second. That's Guevara's second. So now Wilson to check back in for Skyview and Ortiz to take a seat, which is a good sign for us anyway. Now he was our hot shooter, and they're taking him out of the game. So now Kimball with a two, and that is no good. They're going shot now, a three by Sweat. At the bottom of the net for Sweat, big shot there. 45-37, back up to an 8-point lead with 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Excuse me. Now Wilson, guarded by Kimball, now over to Wallager, just out inside the 3-point circle. Now back out to Wilson. Wilson backs it out. He gets somewhat of a screen. Now passes it off to Martinez, over to Wilson on the far side. Guarded by Leo Lopez. Leo Lopez, nice job there. Gets it back out to Wilson. Wilson has it. Throws it out to Martinez. So a 5-point game for Fort Morgan. Ball underneath is going to be taken away by Skyview. Now Wilson drives down the right sideline, pulls it back out. It's going to be taken. It's a bad pass. It's going to be taken by Leo Lopez. That shot is up and no good. Looks like he's going to call the foul there. Nothing is called. Anderson now with a tip up and no good. So Skyview with a fast break coming here. Now Fort Morgan gets back. Wilson over to Bruce. That shot is up and no good. That's three is Wilson rebounded to Skyview with 3:34 to go, 45-40 Fort Morgan. So now Wilson over on the right wing. He gets it out to Martinez. Martinez underneath to a Wallace, and Wallace his shot no good. That was a late call. They're going to call a foul. It's a late call. They're going to call that on Kimball, I believe. That's his second. So Wallace is going to go to the line for two more. So we'll see if it pays off like it did last time. 3:22 to go in the game, 45-40. Fort Morgan, first shot is up and good by Wallace. So Jake Frick to take a seat, and Joy Snyder comes back in. So Wallace getting ready for his second shot, 45-41. So Wallace, his next shot is up and good. The Wallace out. Now, Skyview is going to put on the full court press. Rick Kimball inbound to Anderson. Anderson back to Kimball. Now Kimball off down court. He gets to Schlesig. Now Schlesig to Leo Lopez. Leo Lopez out high. Ronald reaching and grabbing. I don't know why they're not calling that, but Fort Morgan's going to take a 30-second.
He was grabbing arm, grabbing jersey there, and they didn't call anything.
So, a couple of messages from our sponsors here. Platte Valley Hearing Center. You don't have to travel out of town to receive the best and most advanced hearing health care. Visit Platte Valley Hearing Center, located at 409 East Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. The building center, your one-stop center for projects at your home. Offer free art, and they now carry appliances. Ackley Building Center, located at 1402 Mill Street in Brush. Central Auto Parts, for the best price special offers on top quality car parts and accessories. Visit Central Auto Parts at 1001 West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. Premier Farm Credit, committed to serving those in production ag. Premier Farm Credit, gold standard in ag lending. Fort Morgan gets the ball in, and they do. A lot of hand checking by Skyview, which isn't being called. They have a 3-point lead here for Fort Morgan with 3 minutes to go in the game. Trying Schlesig with the ball. Now over to Troy Snyder. How high they're now over to Tony Schlesig. Tony Schlesig drives the baseline. His jumper is up and good for Tony Schlesig. Nice shot by Schlesig, 47-42. Now, Wilson setting up the play for Skyview. Gets it over into the corner to Martinez. Martinez out to a Wallace who's checked back in. Now to Ortiz. Ortiz guarded by Leo Lopez. Now trying to get it in underneath, and they're going to call a foul on Anderson. That's going to be his second. Pulling the 15th foul on Fort Morgan. So Skyview inbounds the ball to the right of their basket. Well, Paula to take a seat. Daniel Guevara, senior, comes back in. So now Skyview with the ball, and they throw it away. Now they're kind of arguing amongst each other, so maybe that's a good thing for Fort Morgan. They're getting on each other's case here. So Fort Morgan gets the ball into Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson back to Schlesig to Lopez. Lopez out high to Snyder. Snyder's cross-court pass to Schlesig, and then Schlesig outlet it out at the top. It pass to Kimball. Kimball gets a nice little bounce, and he bounces it underneath to Anderson. Anderson's little left layup is good. Fort Morgan back up to a 7-point lead with 1:50 to go in the game. This is one Morgan can win. They just need to control this ball. Playing good D. Now Skyview with the ball. Out to Martinez. That three is up and no good. And they're going to throw it over the basket. Now the shot is up and no good. Anderson with a big rebound. Now to Lopez. Lopez to Kimball. Kimball comes up for the three and no good. Now a rebounded to the Wolverines with 1:20, 49-42, Fort Morgan. Now Wilson with it out, drives on the left wing, and they're going to call it. Skyview is going to call a 30-second timeout. So Fort Morgan leading 49-42 with 1:12 to go in the game. It doesn't look like that clock will move fast enough to get double zeros for the Mustangs. They just need to stay in the game, play some good D, and they come out with a W. It'll be hopefully a turning point and energize going into Friday night game. Right now, Ortiz was hot in the third period, and now it's Martinez that has got hot in the fourth period. As long as they can keep it going and not play the defense like they have been, their defense has picked up here in the fourth period. They'll get nervous and control the ball and not make any stupid turnovers, and they should be all right. For Skyview to get the ball in, they haven't yet. Now they get it into Ortiz in the corner, and that's not going to be any good. That's going to be rebounded by Harry Kimball. So Kimball down to Zach Garcia, who is now checked into the game. Garcia back to Kimball with 1 minute to go in the game. And they called a foul to forward Rivera. So Rivera, that's his third. So Kimball to go to the line. This is where they can win it, because Skyview is going to be hacking them down the last. And that first one was up and nothing but the bottom of the net for Kimball. Beautiful shot there. So 50-42, an 8-point lead for Fort Morgan with 1:01 to go in the game. Shot two coming up here, and that was also good. So 9 points on the night for Eric Kimball. Now Skyview with the ball with 56 seconds to go in the game. Wilson out high, and now it's to Ortiz in the corner, and that's good for Ortiz. So 51-45, 48.2 seconds to go. We got a fourth period. Wolverine. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take one with us. 51-45, Fort Morgan on B106.com. Along with Bob Richardson, I am Brian Nickel back at Skyview High School, where the Fort Morgan Mustangs are leading 51-45 with just under a minute to go in the game. The ball will belong to Fort Morgan, and Skyview is going to be hacking here, going to try to make Fort Morgan winner from the line. That's where it's going to be at. Fort Morgan, I think, called to Lopez. He's shooting 83% free throws right Lopez, and now it's back to Lopez from Kimball. Lopez down court to Garcia, and now to Joy Schneider to Lopez, now out to Kimball, now over to Sussex. They call the foul away from the ball, and that's going to go on Ortiz. That's only his first. But they fouled the right guy, it looks like to me. That's 18 fouls. Now Anderson into the game for Tony Slesny. Kimball shooting 68% on free throws this year. So he hit his first two just a minute ago. Let's see if he can continue that. That one is up and also good. So Fort Morgan doing what they need to from the free throw line. That's three in this half. They've shot three and made three all by Eric Kimball with 35.7 seconds to go. 52-45, Fort Morgan. Second shot is in and out. Awalaje with the rebound. So now Ortiz down court with 29 seconds to go. Wilson with the ball. Now they're going to try to get Ortiz open, and Leo Lopez is right into his face. Now it's going to be stolen by Eric Kimball. Eric Kimball to Leo Lopez with 17 seconds to go. The ball is going to be Zach Garcia. Goes up for the layup, and he is going to be fouled on the shot, and he'll go to the line to shoot two with 14.8 seconds to go. So Zach Garcia to the line to shoot two. They got Ortiz for that foul. That's the second. There for a minute, I didn't think they were going to call that. When we went to the floor, it was kind of a late whistle. So Zach Garcia, big shot right here, beautiful. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Garcia. 53-45, 8-point lead with 14.8 seconds to go. Be a nice win here for Fort Morgan if they just continue to control the ball here. Another one by Garcia. Maybe it'll give us motivation, get us in the playoffs. And now Skyview, ball inbounds, 13 seconds. Wilson has the ball. And there's running a lot of time off the clock. Wilson now over to Wallage, and Wallage's shot is blocked by Anderson. So Fort Morgan with the ball. Kimball has it in the back corner with 1 second to go. And that's going to be the Mustang to pull out a big win here at Skyview, 54-45.
Good job, Mustang.
Beautiful win. Big win for the Mustangs. You're listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on D106 at D106.com.
The Mustang postgame show is brought to you by High Plains Bank in Wiggins. The friendly staff at High Plains Bank in Wiggins is ready to assist you with a home loan, equity line of credit, commercial loan, or checking account. To receive hometown service on a higher plane, visit High Plains Bank today. I don't know what to say. It's just a big win here for Fort Morgan tonight against Skyview, 54-45. Fort Morgan had an excellent game tonight. The leading scorers tonight for Skyview was Ortiz with 17, Martinez with 12, Awalaje with 9, Wilson with 5, and Alcala with 2. For Fort Morgan, the leading scorer was Tony Swetzik with 16, followed by Eric Kimball with 10. 2 players with 9, and that would be Garcia and Anderson. 8 for Kimball and 2 for Jake Frick. So everybody did a nice job tonight. A lot of they look good. They look real good. Good defense, good scoring offense, good control of the ball. They look real good tonight. Bob's got some numbers here for us on the rebounds and turnovers. For the turnovers, the Mustangs had 17. The Skyview Wolverines had 16. The rebounds, we had 18 for the Mustangs, and the Skyview Wolverines had 13. Leading the way for the Mustangs for the on the rebounds was Brick with 5 and Anderson with 5. Then we had Snyder with 4, Kimball with 3, Swetzik with 1, which is pretty good because Anderson was down there with going up against Wallage, their big guy, and he was getting some good rebounds. For the Wolverines, Wallage was 6 for the rebounds, 2 for Guarva, and 1 for Ortiz and Martinez, and 3 for Wilson. Stats were pretty evenly. The turnovers have been pretty, better than they have been. Probably could work on them a little more. But you can always work on trying to get your turnovers down. But they held that there was a minimum tonight, especially the way Skyview was reaching and knocking the ball away. They could have called a lot more fouls on Skyview, but didn't. So you live with what they call. But where they kept their Wallage, the Mustangs kept Wallage, Ortiz, and Martinez kind of in check all night. Ortiz is their leading scorer. He got a high 17, and Martinez and Wallage are their other 2 leading scorers, and they kept them in check tonight, which was pretty good defense to keep them in check. Yeah, Wallage, he averages 11 points a game. He was at 9. Martinez averages 8. He had 12. Ortiz averages his points per game are at 11. So they were over their limits, but they only had just those 2 basically that were in double figures for Skyview. Granted, Fort Morgan only had 2 in double figures, but they had a lot of nice help tonight. Frick with his 2, and Anderson came alive tonight with his 8. That was a lot of good inside points that they haven't been getting in the past. And that was surprising, especially with Wallage in there. He's a big boy, about 6'6" or 6'7", probably about 255 or 260. He's a big boy, and they did a nice job blocking him out and getting the rebounds. You take their, like I was talking earlier, the Wolverines have 3 leading scorers, and they pretty much were their points for tonight, other than Wilson with 5 and Alcala with 2. And you look at the Mustangs, they kind of shared the wealth. Everybody kind of was up there in points, except for Brick had 2. Usually he's up there a little higher, but they kind of passed it around and took their shots. And what was really impressive, they were 5 for 6 down the stretch in their free throws, and that was key to this game, hitting their free throws late in the game. That's where you'll win it in games like this, at the free throw line. It looks like they're trying to get cleaned up here, so we're going to wrap this up here. The sound engineer and producer of Fort Morgan Mustang basketball has been Braden Godin, and as always, Braden does a fine job for us. The next game for the Mustang boys will be Friday night at home against the Englewood Pirates. The girls' basketball team will be at Englewood, and that will be the game that we will do on B106 and B106.com. And once again, the final score tonight, Fort Morgan 54, Skyview 45. For Bob Richardson, I'm Brian Nickel. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Congratulations, Mustangs.